live stream tonight. So, guys, come on in, ask me some questions. Let's talk about your day, and also let's also get to know you a little bit more as well. Tell me where you're from, if you're from the area, wherever you're from. Hey, let's talk. Let's get to know you a little bit more. And like I said, since you guys are on the channel, we love to get to know our followers even more than what we know when they comment about wrestling or whatever. But hey, in this case, you guys can ask me a question about wrestling. You guys can ask me this. You guys can ask me that. But either way, it's a little chill and it's talk. So we're just chilling and we're just talking. So tonight we're having like a nice little Q&A. This is up close and personal. This is about you guys in this case where, hey, I asked you guys some questions. You guys asked me some questions. And hey, we just kind of just chill and kind of talk. And, hey, it is what it is. But y'all come in, ask me some questions. Let's talk. Ask me how your day was or anything else like that. Hey, we get to know each other a little bit more on a personal level than just what you see on a YouTube level. But in this case, we love to get up close and personal with our followers. So we do not mind getting to know you guys a little bit more than what you think you is. So ask questions, come on in, let's talk. And let's get to know each other a little bit more. And like I said, it's 11:42 in Alabama, so I'm gonna be on here for a good little while. So I just want to get to know everybody. And hey, it is what it is. We just chilling, we just talking, man. Ask me some questions. What you got? In this case, hey, if it's wrestling related, it's wrestling related. If it's not, then cool. But yeah, Q&A. We're just chilling and talking. You guys ask some questions. Ask me where I'm from. Either way, if you want to get to know me a little bit more, sure. I can actually tell you more about me. All right, bro. What's going on, Hector? What's up, YT? What's going on? Y'all doing all right tonight? Where y'all from? Hector, where are you from? And YT, where are you from? What? Hello. YT Diva. I can't really pronounce that all the way. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, like I said, hi, bro, and I'm from Macedonia. Okay, Indonesia. What up? Okay, you from Indonesia? That's cool. That's cool. What time it is in Indonesia right now at the moment? In the United States right now, in different parts of the United States, it's 11:43. But in this case, you're from Indonesia. What time is it down there? Is it morning time? I'm from Mexico, bro. Hector, okay, that's what's up. You from Mexico? What part of Mexico are you from, Hector? Okay, bro. Okay, yeah. What part of Mexico are you from, Hector? We'd love to get to know. Like I said, I have a lot of Mexican friends, Hispanic friends. U.S. 10:42 of night. Are you in South Africa? No, I'm not. What's up? What's up, Matthew? How you doing, man? Are you from South Africa? No, I'm not. I am from Montgomery, Alabama. I am from the South. I'm from the United States, USA, United States of America. I live in Montgomery, Alabama. What's up? What's going on? Hey there. How you doing? Hi. What's going on? Hey there, Alejandro. What's going on, champion? Are you a Pride member? Actually, I have nothing against Pride at all. I really don't. Do you play Fortnite? I do not play Fortnite at all. I do not. No, I do not play Fortnite. Not really one of those Fortnite type of guys. I play video games, but Fortnite is not one of them. I do not play. Sorry. Don't want to break your heart on that, but no, I do not play Fortnite. Sheesh, what's going on? To Alabama. Yeah, what's up, bro? A lot of love from Indonesia. That's what's up. How long is your what? I liked and subscribed. That's what's up. Hey, appreciate it. Glad to have you part of the channel since you are subscribed. Like I said, you'll see a lot more of us all the time on here too as well. From Texas. What's going on? Go to speed. Let's see. I'm from Texas. Do you like The Undertaker? Yes, I do. I'm a huge fan of The Undertaker, as you guys can see. What is your favorite video games? My favorite video games. I am a old school guy, man. I love PlayStation. I've played Xbox. Video games. I love WWE SmackDown versus Raw. Any old WWE video games. I love NASCAR racing games. I play Call of Duty. I do like basketball from time to time. I'm not really a huge fan of basketball video games, but I do like that. Matthew, what's going on from Arizona? Let's see here. Oh yeah, Stone Cold is the GOAT. Oh yeah, all day, every day. It's so good. I love old school WWE wrestling games. Love WWE old school wrestling games. I own a PlayStation 1, which had WWE SmackDown Know Your Role on there. I used to play that a lot. WWE Shut Your Mouth. I had all those games too as well. So I'm an old school WWE video game fanatic. I love NASCAR, Call of Duty. I play a lot of adventure games too as well, like hunting with the Wii control. You guys remember Wii all the time? You know, but you put the controller in the thing. You always play the Wii. Yeah, pretty cool too as well. I love that. Um, I'm no stranger to Xbox. I played Xbox too as well. I played PSP. What's your favorite WrestleMania? Mine's is WrestleMania 28. Favorite WrestleMania would probably have to say if I have to go back old school. I love WrestleMania 2000. WrestleMania 2000 was a really cool. That was a really cool, good WrestleMania. I loved every bit of it. Bro, why do you keep saying Pornhub? We are not talking about Pornhub. What the hell? We are not talking about Pornhub. No. What the hell? But yeah, I love yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, Undertaker, all day, every day. Um, in this case, but yeah, I love I basically I love old school WWE video games. I love Call of Duty. I play NASCAR. I love art. I love old school arcade games. I will sit here and play arcade games like Fast and Furious, Crazy Taxi. You guys remember Crazy Taxi all the time? Back in the arcades, that's fun too as well. I love so much arcade, so much cool. Have you ever put a variety of shellfish on an ant pile? No, I have not. I gotta go now. Keep it up, man. Just subscribe. That's what's up. What? Have you ever played Prototype? Yeah, actually, I've actually played that one time. Go play some games. Oh yeah, I love video games. Yo, man, what the? Okay, that's what's up. But yeah, love. Yeah, I'm a video game fanatic. We will just sit here. Me and Shan will literally sit here and just play video games the entire time here in my house. We just love video games. In this case, like I said, I'm a huge video game fanatic. I love shooting games. I love Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto forever. No offense, every Grand Theft Auto, NCAA college football. You guys remember NCAA college football? Love that too as well. Madden, love all the Madden NFL football games. I love old school Madden too as well. Do you play Roblox? My cousin does. He plays Roblox. I'm sorry. Bye, bro. It's so nice to see you too later. All right, man. Hey, you take it easy. Hope you have a good night. Be safe out there too as well. But yeah, to ask you guys questions, yeah, I love video games. I really do. There's never a day I don't never stop playing video games. Love video games. We go to I go to me and Shan go to DDB live events. We capture a lot of DDB live events activity around the area too as well. So we are literally no. Are you going to end the stream? No, I'm going to be on here for a little while. Like I said, I want to get to know everybody and kind of talk to everybody. So I'm not really going anywhere right now until my phone dies or whatever. My phone is kind of charged up, so we're gonna sit here. We're gonna get to know each other a little bit more, and I don't mind. If you haven't played yet, check out Man Eater. Nothing like playing as a shark. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. They need to make a new Blitz. The Blitz League was ish. Oh yeah, I love Blitz too as well. You guys remember? Like I said, man, there was so many old school games that I wish they would just remake and turn back out. But you guys know that PlayStation was literally talking about making a whole brand new PlayStation 2 or whatever. You know how crazy that would be. I actually still own a PlayStation 2. Hell, I actually owned about two PlayStation 2s. I had the big round thick one from back in the day, like in the early 2000s, and I had like a skinny one too as well. So I had so many. Hell, I still got a PlayStation 1 too as well to this day. Still haven't even sold it. They was making new. Okay, I'm going off. Bye. All right, man. You take it easy. Like I said, the live will still be up. You know, if you come back or whatever. Like I said, you know, you do your thing. Tell me some advice to conquer. Tell me some advice to conquer to my cousin. Tell me some advice to conquer. I still have working in. Oh yeah, man. That PlayStation brick box, LOL. Oh yeah, man, that thing was fat as hell. I mean, like you guys remember how big that old school PlayStation 2 was? Like it was big as hell. Like it was heavy. Like you would have never thought. Like okay, it's kind of big, it's fat, kind of round like a brick, and then it's heavy as hell too. What's up, Cocaine Cowboy? I wouldn't say Cocaine Cowboy. No offense. No, ain't no Cocaine Cowboy around here. It's Cowboy, but ain't no Cocaine Cowboy going on around here. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, man. Like I said, I got I went through, man, if I'm not gonna lie to you, man, I went through two PlayStation 2s. I still got the last one I have is the gray one. So you guys remember the small gray PlayStation 2, like the skinny one, like when PlayStation 2 was not making any more big fat round ones no more, they were making the skinny ones. I went through the big fat round one. I went through one skinny black one, and this is my last one that I had back in the early 2000s. I had a gray one, so and actually still works too as well. PlayStation had Fat Boy and Slim. Hell yeah, they did, man. That thing was PlayStation went through a whole change for real. It did. I'm not gonna lie. Slim ones. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the slim ones all day, every day. Hey Shan. Hey baby. But like I said, yeah, like I said, you had the big fat ones, and you had the slim ones too as well. I played so much True Crime LA and Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas on that thing to the point where hell it just stopped working. It really did. The slims, yeah. Oh yeah, man, the slims. I still got a slim one too as well. It's a gray one. It's in my closet. Yeah, I haven't. It still worked too. I was thinking about plugging that up this week and actually run by to a game store to get some old school PlayStation 2 games and start playing. What is your real and full name, guy? My real and full name. Wow. Okay then. Well, my name is Willie Washington. I go by Willie Washington on the channel, but a lot of people, my full name is Willie D. Washington Jr. That is my whole full name. I played so much Taken on that brick. Yes, I did too. I played so much. I played so much Street Fighter games on PlayStation 2 and on PlayStation 1 too as well. Remember, I got so much of that. Um, my PlayStation 3 is hooked up right now. Man, the last time I played a PlayStation 3 was over a buddy house. I remember we was playing some on there. Yo, what was good? What's good? What's going on? What's good, man? I'm from India, bro. Oh, you from India? Shout out to India too as well. G brother, where you from, man? Yeah, my number one is for you to. Okay then. Um, I see that, but I still trying to. Oklahoma in the house. Hell yeah. That's that Def Jam fight for New York. Oh hell yeah, baby. Shan, yes, of course. Def Jam fight for New York was, I mean, literally. If anybody out there has ever played Def Jam fight for New York, you gotta tell me what did y'all love about it. Shit is wild in these streets. Oh God, hell yeah, it's wild as hell in these streets, man. Everybody, it's a lot of shit going on for real. Def Jam was OG also. Oh hell yeah, you couldn't go wrong with Def Jam. Def Jam fight, literally, you couldn't go wrong with Def Jam. Period. No offense. I used to love playing the hell out of it. I ain't gonna lie. From time to time, a lot of people may be mad on there for real. I love playing the Ghostface Killer. If y'all don't know who he is, look him up. He's a rapper. He's also on Def Jam too as well. Do you own an Xbox? If so, what are your console differences like between the two? Food and travel reviews. I've had an Xbox 360 before. My cousin, who doesn't stay that far from here, actually gave me an Xbox 360. That Hulk game for PS3 is my favorite. Is my second favorite. My top three is Manhunt 2. Y'all play 2K24. You know who is and uh, no, man. I have not played. You talking about NBA or WWE? Because WWE, I have not played that yet. WWE 2K24, I ain't played it yet. I haven't purchased it yet. Um, no, I have not. Food and travel reviews. I saw your comment. I actually went through a Xbox before. I'm not gonna lie. I did like Xbox. Was very different. Um, but it's just something about PlayStation that I just love so much about. Maybe it's because it's just so deep into there. I just love playing PlayStation. I really do. It felt so weird kind of giving up PlayStation and playing an Xbox. I'm not gonna lie to you. By the way, if you haven't played GTA San Andreas, bro, I don't know you. I played it on my hell yeah. No offense. If anybody has not played G brother, I'm gonna be honest with you. If nobody haven't played San Andreas, they need to get on it. No offense. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you are literally living in this world and you have not even touched San Andreas, something is absolutely wrong with you. Vendetta was okay, not going to lie, but let me take you way back to the Warriors on PS. Have you played that one? Oh hell yeah, I played Warriors before. Yeah, I played Warriors before. I played a Spider-Man game before too as well. You guys remember a couple of Spider-Man games that was on PlayStation 2? It was okay around that time. As a Cody fan, the final boss is no joke. D Money, what's going on? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, man, just to ask y'all quick, yeah, San Andreas, no offense, if nobody has not touched San Andreas at all, something is absolutely wrong. You are living in 2024 and you mean to tell me you've never played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Something is absolutely wrong. The final boss went ham on the nightmare. Yeah, he did. What you doing if Kim Kardashian hit you up right now? Oh, oh shit, oh shit. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That would be weird and awkward as hell. But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Kim Kardashian is a good looking woman. She's a nice looking woman, man. I'm not gonna lie. I would talk to her. I would have a conversation. Well, I would love to have a conversation with Kim Kardashian. That'd be really cool. Um, Now if she asked me that she wanted to take me somewhere, then I kind of be like, "Well, you want to take me somewhere?" Like, wow. I'm more scared of The Rock than Roman. Are you scared of The Rock and Roman? I played all the GTA games from Bird's Eye View. From Bird's Eye View, what we got today, fire. Oh yeah. My low-key favorite wrestler is Bobby Lashley. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Bobby Lashley is actually still wrestling to this day, bro. He is. Check him out, Friday Night SmackDown, live on Fox. He is still wrestling. Kim Kardashian in GTA Miami sounds lit. That shit sounds so weird as hell saying that Kim Kardashian's in GTA. You playing the Free Fire because Free Fire is popular game in India. Free Fire, not I've heard of Free Fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just haven't got a chance to get on it yet. There's a lot of games that I really would love to get my hands back on. I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys remember Bully from back in the day on PlayStation 2? And then I'm gonna be honest with you, I cannot wait till GTA 6 drop. When GTA 6 drop, it is no more. Nobody's gonna be outside anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. If anybody think that when GTA 6 drop, nobody's gonna be outside, I'm telling you, nobody's gonna be outside anymore. We playing GTA 6. What do you think about Vince and his scandal with the WWE? I mean, Roman not making people's skulls bloody all the time like The Rock. Well, I'm gonna be honest. What I kind of think about it, it's very different. Matthew, to answer your question, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little fucked up. I'm gonna be honest, that's an old ass man saying a lot of dirty ass shit. I'm just saying. The Rock is getting the job done while Roman is at home. Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, the final boss. I made it very clear. Hell, you guys see the picture. Don't fuck with the final boss. In this case, now we know. Don't fuck with it. But yeah, most definitely. Let me see here. We threw out PlayStation. Somebody tell me. Somebody throw it out there. What is the best hip hop? Everybody on here listens to hip hop. Gonna go back old school. What is the best hip hop song? Literally, I'm not joking. It can be hip hop, it can be rap. What is the best rap song to come out? It can be out of the early 2000s, it can be in the 90s, it can be in the 80s, it can be anywhere. But you got to tell me, what is everybody's favorite hip hop or rap song literally in any decade? I mean, throw it out there. The Rock is getting the job done. CM Punk dissed Vince on Monday, and Drew was puzzled. Did it be best player is Steve Austin? Stone Cold Steve Austin your favorite? Did it be Brown? Oh yeah, of course. Love Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, I did. D Money, I did see that. Yeah, he did. Eminem Cinderella Man. Oh yeah, Eminem all day every day. Eminem Stand. Eminem Lose Yourself. Eminem When I'm Gone. Sing for the Moment. All of them. Him and D12 stuff all day every day. Gotta go with Eminem. Eminem's got some real good hard stuff. That Recovery album will forever be good too as well. Can't forget about the Recovery album. Not Afraid is literally one of the best songs off of Recovery, but it's more to that. Just saying. And then let me see. What else? How about throw it out there? Outcast, ATL, AT Aliens. Can't go wrong with Outcast. I'm just saying. BTS is your favorite. Recovery was underrated. Cinderella. Oh yeah. Um, really, me being from Texas, I have to say zero. And Trey was real. And Trey was really big. Hey man, you from Texas, bro? You down there with Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Bun B. I'm gonna be honest. You got all the Texas rap. Hell, no offense. Long live Pimp C too as well. So it's like you got Texas rap. You got the Ghetto Boys down there too as well. So I'm gonna be honest. You in Texas, you got all the rap down there. You do. So like I said, shout out to you, Matthew. Like for real. Hard hitters all day, every day. Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Bun B, Pimp C, all of them. Scarface. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, you can't. Them hard hitters. Please tell your favorite Daddy B wrestler. God rest his soul. Wyndham Rotunda, Bray Wyatt, all day, every day. Make sure y'all watch that documentary too as well that comes out next Monday night, April 1st. Fact, appreciate that, bro. All day, every day. Yeah. What about them? No, I said I wish my must be no offense. I wish it was for somebody from here from Louisiana. Because if it was somebody from Louisiana, I'd probably say, hey, out of nowhere, who is the hardest one to come out of Louisiana? Because I mean, it's so many rappers to come out of Louisiana. You got Lil Wayne, you got Master P, No Limit Soldiers. You got half of everybody out of Louisiana that comes hard hitters. Cash Money, anything, like literally, you can't go wrong with that. Hell yeah, Matthew. Hell yeah. Let me see here. So many people literally, like I said, for his rap. And what is this? As an Eminem fan, it hurts that a lot of people compared old Eminem from 1999 to 2005 to sober Eminem in 2008 present. He still made class. Of course, Eminem's still putting out music to this day. Hey, is it interesting? Yes, it is. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody can't really touch Eminem like that for real. Nobody can really kind of fuck with Eminem like that for real. They can't. M just more technical with his rhymes. Yeah, Eminem just basically got that rhyme technique. He don't stop. He just comes up with something every time. He's like literally off the back freestyle. That's like basically, I'm gonna be honest with you, Eminem kind of basically is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Because the reason I love Eminem so much is because he literally is so different from everybody. He is. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, I listen to rap, I listen to hip hop, I listen to country music, I listen to grunge. I am a huge Nirvana fan. I love Nirvana. I love '90s rock. Alice in Chains, Nirvana, Soundgarden. I am such a grunge kid. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love grunge. Um, 2 lines for Brock Lesnar. 2 lines for Brock Lesnar. Okay then. But yeah, with multiple genres, I love hip hop, I love rap, I love R&B, I love country, I love grunge, I love punk rock, heavy metal. Yeah, music to me is music. Hell, I play guitar. So, by me kind of talking to y'all to get to know y'all, this is how I kind of want to do all the time. Is that tell y'all that this is what I like to do and this is the music that I like to listen to or whatever. Because so much of it you get to know everybody so much, but Forrest rap and hip hop or whatever, I love that too as well. I live on for that. Hell, I no offense, hell, I live in a city basically where hip hop is kind of very big down here. So like I said, where we come from, yeah, music is kind of everywhere for real. It is. But shouts out to everybody too as well, man. Like I said, anybody got a favorite concert they ever been to? Like literally, if you got a favorite concert you ever been to, drop it in the comments too as well. Channel name Art Within. Art Within. Okay, got you. Message reacted. Okay, cool. But yeah, if you got a favorite concert, put that favorite concert down. Alternative rock, Diddy B game soundtracks had all kinds of rock music. Oh yeah, most definitely it did. But I mean, I didn't really kind of just listen to rock music off of Diddy B. I actually had been listening to rock music ever since I was like a little kid. So, I mean, yeah, when you watch Diddy B so much, yeah, you hear so much of the rock music. But I mean, hell, I'm gonna be honest with you. I recently had just kind of just learned it from right there. Back in the, I've never told you guys this, but in 2020 during the pandemic era, I actually had did a remake of Diddy B Armageddon's theme song, "The End." If anybody remembers, Jim Johnston, Diddy B producer of Diddy B music around that time that created all the classic Diddy B music or whatever. He actually, I did a cover of the song "The End." The end is here. And if you guys remember Did It Be Armageddon, you guys know that it was a very huge pay-per-view back in the day. I ended up doing a cover of that, and Jim Johnston from WWE, before they actually fired Jim Johnston from WWE, um, actually commented and reacted to the video. So it was really cool to get an interaction with Jim Johnston. If you guys don't know who Jim Johnston is, he is the guy that had made all of the classic Diddy B theme songs or whatever. So it's really cool to reach out to him. Hey guys, hope everyone had a great day. All right, Mr. Broshi, that's what's up. Eminem takes rappers to Suplex City with his diss tracks. Ask MGK, do you like MGK? Do I like MGK? I'm gonna be honest with you. In ninth grade, I was a huge fan of MGK. Not even ninth grade, but we'll go back further. Eighth grade, yeah, I was listening to MGK before I even got into high school. So I had a buddy who's not here anymore. God rest his soul. He was a huge fan of MGK. We used to literally be in the hallway just bumping MGK because Wild Boy and other stuff was coming out around that time. Him and Rock, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a problem with him and the Rock. I actually like it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but just to let you guys know, like I said, we're more than YouTubers on here. You know Jim Johnston. Like I said, professionally wise, I don't know Jim Johnston like that. But for me to actually, I did a cover of his song "The End Is Here" of Diddy B Armageddon. I did a cover of it, and he actually liked it. So that was kind of a plus to actually know that, hey, Jim Johnston from WWE. This is before he got fired and released from WWE. That he actually liked it, the cover of the song. So I was like, that's pretty cool. So I wanted to do something special for him too as well. Because like I said, that's a forever WWE Hall of Famer. Still don't understand why we ain't put him in there yet. But no, just but no, like I said, not a professionally level. I actually he just reached out, so it was really cool just to see him reach out. But yeah, guys, like I said, we love to get to know you guys even more on this channel. So instead of you seeing us filming and talking or whatever, we normally like to get to know our followers, the people that's watching us. We love to get to know them more. So you guys tell us about yourselves. Tell us more about you. Where you're from. What you do. Do you work? Do you do this? Do you do that? Just tell us more about you. We love to know more about you because the more we know about you, the more it becomes cool. Happy Jim liked your cover of one of his classes. Why did he had to fire him? Theme songs aren't the same no more. I don't know why they fired Jim Johnston. Like I said, I really did reach out to Jim Johnston and told him thank you so much for that. That was really cool. You didn't really have to like it or whatever, but he saw it, he heard about it, and he wanted to hear what it sounded like, and he said it was okay, it was cool, whatever. But I don't really know why they fired him. I really don't. Um, but yeah, we love to know you guys even more. So besides us seeing it sitting on the couch and filming, we love to get to know our followers even more and get to know you more. Because the more we know about you, the more we actually, we want to talk to you more. We want to ask you questions and all that for real. So, you guys comment down below and tell us, hey, what do you do on a normal day life? What do you do where you work? Where are you living? Where you lay your head? And all that for real. We just care about a lot of people. We have a lot of care in the world. And what do you like? Who do you like more, Jim Jones or damn, Jim Jones or David? Probably have to go with probably got to go with Jim Jones. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jim Jones. Texas for life, all day, every day. Got to go with Jim Jones. Maybe weird, but yeah, Jim Jones. But yeah, we love, like I said, we just love to get to know you guys even more. Like I said, that's more on a personal level. I mean, we love talking about wrestling 24/7, but we also like to get to know more of you guys because it's always fun to get to know more about you guys. It really is. But like I said, yeah, we're gonna be on here for a while. Like I said, we're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff. Man, did y'all watch the documentary last Sunday about sorry, not last Sunday, but a couple Sundays back? Did y'all watch Quiet on the Set with the with Dan Schneider? Did anybody watch it? And I mean, literally, what are you guys' feedback on that? Because I mean, did you guys hear about the dark story about Nickelodeon? Like, did you see how crazy that shit was about Dan Schneider, Brian Peck, and I don't know, I forgot the other guy. I don't know who the hell the other guy was, and I really don't. But I mean, did you guys see how crazy that shit was? Like all of the '90s classic shows that we watched, like All That and this and that, Drake and Josh and Victorious and all that, Zoe 101. I mean, you know how crazy that shit is to like literally watch a documentary about a guy who created all these shows as a complete monster and used to make people do shit like he never thought he actually do. You know how crazy that shit is? That's pretty wild, man. It really is when you think about it. Like even the shit that's going on right now with P Diddy, and look at the shit that's going on with Quiet on the Set. So, I mean, if anybody watched Nickelodeon back in the day, they would know that. Okay, all that, the Amanda Show, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, all of them were classics. They were. I mean, hell, if you never watched Drake and Josh before, something's absolutely wrong. And it was on Nickelodeon. I mean, you're like a teenager. If anybody was like a teenager, probably growing up back in that era or whatever. I mean, I'm only, no offense, I'm not old, but I'm only 27. But it's like, if anybody watched Quiet on the Set a couple of Sundays back, what are y'all opinions on what y'all heard about Dan Schneider, Brian Peck? Hell, Drake Bell said it himself. He is literally, people wonder why Drake Bell is kind of the way he is now. Drake Bell is literally kind of still kind of really messed up in so many ways. Growing up, I was nicknamed the Nickelodeon historian. I was horrified watching Quiet on the Set. Feel so bad for the acting talent on the Schneider shows. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. After watching the Quiet on the Set documentary, it was very disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that Dan Schneider was weird. I just did not know that Dan Schneider was that fucking weird. That to the point where he was all these shows we were watching about toes and feet and pickles and all this other weird shit, and I'm like, what the hell are we watching? And as a little kid, when you look at it as us as little kids back in the day watching this show, you're thinking, oh, this is harmless. It's just what it's like on this set or whatever. And then you get older and you watch this bullshit that came on the other night, and it's like, hell no, this wasn't normal as a little kid. This is disturbing. D Money, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Dan Schneider, it's so weird to hear the stories and him writing and in the writer's room and all this stuff. Even the women even addressed it, said like it was horrible working with Dan Schneider. And I'm like, that is just fucking awful. I mean, if anybody's seen Amanda Bynes in this day and age, you guys would know that Amanda Bynes don't even look the same no more. She really doesn't. Amanda Bynes actually doesn't even look the same anymore. She looks so different. I really wanted to hear Amanda Bynes tell her story, but I don't think we may ever get there. I think we probably may get that when we're in our 30s or 40s or something. Yeah. But it's crazy as it is. It was just frustrating that a lot of acting talent had horrible experience and went wrong, and a lot of necessary evils. Yeah, it was. It was very disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. There was one guy that I really actually liked off of all that. For real. He was really funny, and it was that black guy. It was a black guy and a white guy. They were really funny. But then when they told their stories about what happened on all that, it was like, no, that wasn't cool. Dan had his employees split a check. Yeah, it was. I didn't like that at all. He actually made those two women actually split a whole salary check, and it was crazy. Like this lady's gonna get half of this, and this lady's gonna get half of that. So it's like, imagine two female writers basically not getting paid the same. They're not both are getting a check and a check. The other one is they're splitting the shit in half. Like, huh, you get half, I get half, and then that's it. Dan would always be so close to his acting talent in pictures and videos. Yeah, it was. It was very disturbing too, as well. Actually, I used to look at Miranda Cosgrove so much when Dan Schneider used to literally be around her. You can just tell like she looks so uncomfortable. Many people don't even understand it, but it was like you guys know it's very uncomfortable for Dan Schneider to be this up and close with people. I mean, nobody's space in the. I mean, no. I mean, literally no space at all. I mean, Dan Schneider left no space for anyone. I'm like, dude, that is creepy. Like, and then I actually heard he had people massaging him, like giving him neck massages. I'm like, dude, that's disturbing. Like, you're a grown ass man. Why would you want somebody to massage you on set? And I mean, that's crazy how Dan Schneider works. I mean, it's crazy. And I mean, like I said, after seeing Drake Bell being so traumatized and him telling his story, I actually feel bad to this day because, as you guys know, Drake Bell actually got into some shit last year where you guys heard that where Drake Bell went missing. He was endangered or whatever. And after watching him tell his story in this documentary, this is kind of shows where it all come from, this trauma of him. Why Nickelodeon let a guy who was pen pals with evil clown to be near children on set? Drake mom should never have let Drake at his house. That's what I'm saying. Drake Bell's mom should never trusted Brian Peck. Kudos to Drake's daddy for literally seeing the signs all there all the time, seeing that Brian Peck was over here touching Drake, rubbing his arm down his arm, his shoulder, and all that. And then the crazy part about it, it's so weird to think that Brian Peck worked with Nickelodeon and worked on the set of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Literally. It's like, how in the hell did he? I mean, this guy was arrested at first, but then this man had an opportunity to work on the set of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. That was some wild shit when I heard that part. I was like, no. Like, this guy is a freaking pervert. Like, literally. Not Dan asking for massages. That's what I'm saying. That was not professional at all. It really wasn't. It was very disturbing. Dan Schneider asked for a lot of stuff on set that was not cool at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. Dan Schneider literally kind of gave. I mean, literally, when you look at Dan Schneider on Good Burger, you really probably couldn't even tell. Like, oh, okay, this is a guy that's probably supposed to be like popular in Nickelodeon shows and all the stuff like that. And then you look at him now, and it's like Dan Schneider is literally everything comes out as you're the biggest creep in the world. You, Brian Peck, and this other guy too as well. Drake said he would wake up at Brian's house in the morning and Brian would be on top of him. What the hell? Oh yeah, that was disturbing too as well. I did not understand that shit. Brian Peck was fucking weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. That scene on all that where Ray Romano was on there where they showed where he was in a room and Brian Peck is holding a whole damn thing of pickles and he actually puts it through a hole, like a glory hole or whatever. And I don't know what the fuck Nickelodeon was thinking around that time about doing that. But you would actually see Brian Peck sliding a pickle through a doorknob handle hole, like it's a glory hole or something. And I'm like, this is not for kids. This is not fucking for kids. Disney is filed for not looking at Brian Peck criminal record before hiring him to be on Zack and Cody and on deck. That's what I'm saying. Brian Peck, when I found out that he was actually working on the set of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, I was kind of like, no, like no way in hell, because it's like Brian Peck basically he gets away with murder. This man was charged with I think with about 15 counts of child pornography in this case. Did not understand it at all because I'm like, how can a man like this literally still be working for Nickelodeon and Disney Channel at the same damn time? Like literally. Dan Schneider, Dan Schneider literally still let Brian Peck still work for Nickelodeon and Disney Channel literally automatically just opened the door for Brian Peck and was like, oh, yeah, you can work on the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody with us and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no. Here's another shocker. Brian Peck was the voice of London Tipton's talking mirror, complimenting her looks. No, I did not fucking know that. No. No, I did not. I did not know that at all. That is that. Oh, that's creepy. That is so freaking creepy. I did not know that at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew that London Tipton on the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody had the talking mirror. You know, I remember the scene where the mirror was talking to her or whatever. I just did not fucking know that it was Brian Peck. That is fucking creepy. That is that is absolutely fucking creepy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think after watching all the Nickelodeon documentary, I don't even watch all that no more. And I actually wanted to watch all that a couple of times, but I kind of was like, I don't want to probably want to watch it because it's. But then I kind of after watching the documentary, it's like, no, I don't want to watch all that at all. I don't want to watch all that. I don't want to watch anything related to all that. On cable TV, it would list the actors and voice actor, and it would say Brian Peck as the mirror. I'm not gonna lie, I remember watching the credits of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and I remember I would see kind of certain stuff, but I would see his name. I just would not see the mirror part or whatever. See, that threw me off. I didn't know what the fuck was going on with that on that part or whatever. But I always wondered who the hell voiced that, whoever did that. But yeah, I would see Brian Peck's name on the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody when the credits go up. You know, when they play the music like do 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 and all that or whatever, and you would see Brian Peck's name on there. You would. When I heard Brian Peck on Quiet on the Set, I was like, "Oh no, the talking man." Yeah, it was very weird. Brian Peck was just a fucking. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, just looking at him, he looks like a fucking creep. Um, I heard that Brian Peck was like became obsessed with Drake Bell. Like he would go to where Drake Bell be playing shows like rock and roll shows, whatever. And I remember he would just completely act like a complete female and become like a cheerleader and he would bring friends and other shit like that. I'm like, what the hell? Thinking about it, why was he talking? Why was he talking Mary about talking mirror talking about how a child looks? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't understand. Um, Brian Peck just gave me the creeps. I mean, no offense. If you look at Brian Peck, I mean, he automatically gives you the creeps. The dude is like a fucking creep. I mean, he is. Um, but like I said, kudos to Drake Bell finally coming out and telling the story. You know, finally Drake Bell finally let us know what it's like in Hollywood. To hear from somebody who we grew up with watching Amanda Bynes, um, I forgot the other girl's name. I think Giovanni, I think. But for them to come out and to tell their story about how it was to work at Nickelodeon Studios with Dan Schneider and fucking Brian Peck, it's like, thank you for letting us know that these people were horrible people at the end of the day. Because no offense, if I ever had a kid and they ever wanted to know what was all that or what was that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I couldn't show them that. I really couldn't. Because it's just so much shit on there. And when you think about it, when we watch all that so much, the black guy that was covered up in peanut butter that said the dog licked him everywhere, licked peanut butter everywhere off of him, that's the creepiest shit you would ever thought. Like, why are we actually showing this? But yeah, D Money, no offense, man. You basically you kind of already know. Like, like this ain't it. It really ain't. Um, but yeah, if you guys have not watched Quiet on the Set, the Nickelodeon documentary, the dark story about the Nickelodeon documentary, I advise you to watch that documentary. It will literally open your eyes to so many things, and it will make you kind of be like, holy shit. Drake's mom was telling Drake's dad, don't be so paranoid letting Drake go to that guy's house. And the next thing you know, she was crying in court. That's what I'm saying. I never really understood Drake Bell's mom. Drake Bell's mom literally wanted him to be this big star or whatever. His dad wanted him to be this big star. But the difference between Drake's mom and Drake's dad had more common sense than his mom. Because Drake's dad actually knew what was going on. Why is this man so damn close to my son? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? See, he was smart. He really was. Drake Bell's mom, I don't know. she literally just let him walk in the fire. And it's so sad. But then you know the crazy part about it, after hearing some of these people tell their stories and said that their parents, these kids' parents, mom and dad, would kind of be against some of the stuff that be going on, and then their agents would be like, "Oh, just it's okay, it's fine, just hush. Here's some money. Here, take this. They're doing their job. They're doing this and that." The fact that you have an agent telling you as a parent that, "Oh, it's okay, they'll be fine. They're making money. Blah blah blah." No, that's not it. So you basically will let a pervert basically touch your child while while they're filming a whole show and telling them, "Hey, that's not right. He shouldn't be." That's like, "Oh, it's okay, it's fine. Here's some money." And it's like, "Shh, you didn't see that. That's hush money. That's not cool." But I mean, literally, the guy covered in peanut butter, he also had to wear an outfit that looked like inappropriate body. Yeah, yeah, it did. Noseboy, the dude that played Noseboy and all that, it looked it like black testicles. The testicles of a black person. Yeah. Penis and testicles. Which was so weird. Penelope Taint. If anybody did not know, that was Amanda Bynes' like kind of character reference name. It was named after a dirty way too as well. Just saying. So it's like Nickelodeon is so dirty. It is. I'm gonna be honest. Even though I got it on in the background right now because I'm watching TV or whatever. Um, it is so crazy to think that yeah, Nickelodeon is dirty as fuck. Like literally. My childhood was really ruined when we found out that the last name of Amanda's number one fan, Penelope, meant Nick told Dan it sounded like a body part, but Dan said get their mind out of the gutter. No offense. When Amanda Bynes had that character reference of Penelope Taint, and it actually ended up becoming more like of a dirty name, it was like, no, and they actually still went with it. The fact that they still went with the name is still disturbing to this day. It Nothing changes about Nickelodeon. No offense, I hate to say it. After watching that whole documentary, it literally just shows me how dirty Nickelodeon was. I mean, hell, when you look at it, there's certain shows you probably think, hey, maybe we can watch, blah blah blah, whatever. Um, I mean, literally, the most disturbed part I really didn't understand was when Dan Schneider was in a hot tub with Amanda Bynes, and Amanda Bynes is like what 12, 10 years old at the time being or whatever. I remember just certain things, and it's like Amanda Bynes and Dan Schneider. I mean, you don't even hear from Amanda Bynes no more. Amanda Bynes is quiet, but we hear people talking about her and all that for real. Dan Schneider is finally coming up out of the woodworks. People are now bringing Dan Schneider's name up. And it's like, how creepy can you get? Like, no offense. Like, you guys saw it. I saw it. I mean, hell. Like I said, keyword. If you guys have not watched Quiet on the Set, the documentary, The Quiet Dark Secrets of Nickelodeon, I recommend you watch it. I really do. You would recommend, I mean, literally, you would see how dirty it is. So crazy as it is. I remember watching all that, and I remember like seeing some of the stuff, but like the kids, like there was one scene where the kid basically dumped like white glue or substance on this one person's face or whatever, and I'm like, that's disgusting, man. Like literally, I mean, Amanda changed her whole appearance because of her childhood. Amanda got into some trouble too. Yes, she did. Amanda Bynes got into some very legal trouble. I remember Amanda Bynes literally was getting in trouble when I was like in middle school, fucking going into high school. Amanda Bynes was going through it. And all those Nickelodeon childhood stars have been going through it. Um, just like Eddie, if anybody watched Family Matters, if you watched Family Matters before, then I think you may know who Eddie Winslow is. Just saying, Eddie Winslow literally was the man on Family Matters. Hell, he was really cool. In real life, Eddie Winslow had problems. Just saying. Amanda needed real friends in her life, but Nickelodeon shattered that trust. Yes, they did. Nickelodeon shattered everything for Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes has never been the same since. Nickelodeon really kind of fucked up Amanda Bynes in so many ways. They took this childhood kid star, turned her into a big star. She was doing this, doing that. She was living life too damn fast, and things just went horrible. It really did. But I mean, Amanda Bynes, I mean, God bless her, man. I mean, she's still here. She still is. Amanda Bynes is still here. Drake Bell is still here. You know, give those flowers to those people who earned them back in the 90s, going into the early 2000s and everything. Because no offense, if if we would have never had Drake Bell and Drake and Josh Peck, we would have never had Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh was a good ass show. I'm gonna be honest with you. Zoe 101, can't go wrong with Zoe 101. It is so many shows that Nickelodeon had on there. It was really good. Was it sad that it ended? Yes, it was. It was really sad that it ended. Eddie Winslow, that was shocking too. Oh yeah, Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. Yeah, Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. I mean, Family Matters was really a good show, but a lot of people would kind of say this, and I think I'll probably agree it too. Even though Family Matters was okay, um, there's dark history behind that too as well. You know, Family Matters was a good show. I mean, hell, it came on ABC. If anybody's never watched Family Matters, you know, you got Family Matters, Full House, Boy Meets World. Who, like I said, anybody that grew up in the '90s, you already know about Boy Meets World, Family Matters, Full House. You remember so much of it. I mean, literally, you can't go wrong. Especially Boy Meets World. Everybody loved Boy Meets World. Everybody loves Family Matters. I mean, literally, that was a show that everybody loved. Um, and in this case, you know, hey, if you did not watch Family Matters or Boy Meets World, then hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Full House was the show too as well. I'm not gonna lie. Nickelodeon tried to make Sam from Carly sign a $250,000 NDA not to talk about her time on Nick. Glad she didn't. She wrote a book, exposed how toxic Dan really was. Yes, she was. No offense. Shout out to Jeanette McCurdy. If nobody know if nobody does not know who Jeanette McCurdy is, Jeanette McCurdy is Sam from iCarly, who went through so much trauma and abuse from Nickelodeon in so many ways. I mean, literally by far one of the most strongest women I've probably ever seen from Nickelodeon that was able to write a book about her toxic relationship with Nickelodeon. Hell, they tried to make the girl sign a $250,000 NDA so she don't expose Nickelodeon or whatever. But Jeanette McCurdy was a real person. She literally said, "No, I'm just gonna expose Nickelodeon a whole book that I wrote," and she did with that. Mark from Zoe 101 stayed to be a right on iCarly and Victorious, and he said Dan would scare the writers out of his house with a gun. Um, yeah, I do remember that. I did hear some weird shit about that. Dan Schneider just felt like that he could write anything. Dan Schneider felt like, oh, I can write iCarly. Oh, I can write Sam and Cat. Oh, I can write Drake and Josh. Oh, I can write Zoe 101. Dan Schneider just felt like he can write anything. No offense. Dan Schneider, I'm gonna be honest with you, the newer shit that he had created, like Henry Danger, the Thundermans, and all that other shit, I didn't know what the fuck that was. I really didn't. I really didn't care. Um, like I said, after he got fired from Nickelodeon, Nickelodeon gave Dan Schneider about what I think 7.4 million dollars in money and told him to go away, shoo, bye. And Dan Schneider took the money, he left. Nickelodeon whole Golden Boy. They give him all this money and they told him, okay, you need to go away. Shoo, things are getting too weird now. I mean, literally. But I mean, like I said, everybody felt like this. Shout out to Jeanette. I was mad Josh Peck sneak dissed her and just said Dan was just a tough boss after Jeanette didn't want her episode on his Good Guys podcast to be released. That's what I'm saying. You know, Jeanette McCurdy, like I said, she's doing better every day. Shout out to her too as well, because like I said, that's a very strong woman who's been through so much trauma with Nickelodeon. Um, and like I said, Josh Peck from Drake and Josh. No offense. he seems like one of those guys that, okay, he may be cool to talk to, but then it looks like he may be one of the, maybe like a big asshole for real. I've heard multiple people say that they have been behind Dan Schneider since day one. They basically said like, oh, that stuff that happened on Quiet on the Set on the documentary, that didn't happen. These people are just making shit up. That didn't happen. People about Brian Peck. People said about Brian Peck. They said, oh, Brian Peck didn't do none of that. Brian Peck is okay. He's a cool guy. Oh, Brian Peck invites me over to his house. We do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But Brian Peck is also still a monster to this day. No offense. Nickelodeon hired perverts, literally pedophiles, on their whole campus. Literally. Nickelodeon didn't even check backgrounds or nothing like that. They literally hired pedophiles. It was literally a whole dude by the name of Jason who fell in love with a whole kid. And they were over here, he was over here emailing this girl, talking to this girl who he talked to on the set. And next thing you know, he out of nowhere sends this girl a whole damn fucking naked picture of himself to this girl on Nickelodeon. This is the person that he works with on the set. He is a person that's supposed to take the kids onto the set of Nickelodeon. Whole fucking pedophile. Literally. Nickelodeon hired pedophiles. Didn't even look at the whole background check of this shit. I mean, you know how crazy that shit is? To actually have people that created these shows, people that we thought, oh, they created these shows. They're cool people. They're great people. No, they're not. They're fucking monsters. Dan Schneider can say whatever the fuck he wants to say, but no offense. Dan Schneider's a fucking monster. He is. And it's sad. It is so sad that literally how everybody that worked for Nickelodeon then shied away from the acting scene. I have not seen Drake Bell even be in one show since after everything. Kyle Massey from That's So Raven. I don't even see Kyle Massey from That's So Raven anymore. And everybody know who Kyle Massey is. Kyle Massey is basically Corey. Corey is basically the little brother of Raven Baxter of That's So Raven. You don't even hear anything from Kyle Massey. Kyle Massey hasn't even been in a show at all. Nickelodeon even hired dudes older than the main cast as guest stars to do kissing scenes on his show. That's what I'm saying. I mean, literally, make this shit make sense. Like, there is people Nickelodeon hired that was like, okay, we're gonna hire you to be in this scene with such and such star. How old is this kid? It's like, he's what? 18. This girl is like 12. What the hell? It's like, you see how weird this shit is? That Nickelodeon basically tried to cover up everything and was like, oh no, he's 13. Oh, he's 14, he's 12 or whatever. And I was like, oh no, she's 15. It's like, no, damn well she's not 15. This girl is 13 years old. No, hell no. So it's like, That's So Raven is a classic. Raven's Home is a reboot done right. Corey in the House is a meme. Corey in the House was Corey in the House. I can't really speak too much of what Corey in the House really was. Corey in the House was basically like, let's give Corey and his dad a spinoff, and let's leave That So Raven alone. Let's let Raven go do what she did. Everybody remember Corey in the House. Hell, Corey in the House came on Disney Channel, Disney XD, and everything. And when Corey in the House came on, I was kind of, I didn't really kind of get it, because Corey basically, they left San Francisco, and I think Chef Victor got a job with the White House or whatever. And it's just, I mean, it was a horrible. It was funny. I am not gonna lie, it was funny. I like Corey in the House because homegirl from the game plan with Madison Pettis. Yeah, Madison Pettis played as the president's daughter, who was the little girl. And if you look at Madison Pettis now, Madison Pettis is a grown ass woman now. And it's like, imagine Madison Pettis that was in Corey in the House that played off the game plan too as well with The Rock. And it's like, look at her now. She is literally, she was actually on a couple of Facebook Watch shows. She actually did really good. It was really good shows. Um, but yeah, Corey in the House. It was funny. It was. Corey was a drummer in the band, just like he was the drummer in his little band on That So Raven with David Henry. You guys remember David Henry, who was basically on Wizard of Waverly Place. And so I mean, you can't go wrong with David Henry. David Henry, he may be kind of old, but he's funny as hell. Kyle Massey got into some major trouble. How about the other Massey brother from Zoe 101? He was on Zoe 102 movie. That movie had 2010 music. Oh yeah. Kyle Massey, other brother. Yeah, he is. Now, he's actually cool. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't heard one single bad thing about him at all. Um, he, like I said, Kyle Massey's other brother, and it's a difference how the Massey brothers actually went. Kyle Massey played on Disney Channel, and the other Massey brother played on Nickelodeon. And it's crazy that one of the Massey brothers were on Zoe 101. The other Massey brother played on two shows, which is basically he was the little brother of his older sister, Raven Baxter. And then he would go on to get older and get a spinoff on his own show. And I think people looked at it was like, these ratings are not looking too good. We're gonna have to cancel Corey in the House. Which I'm not gonna lie, Corey in the House was actually a pretty good show. It really was. It made me laugh a couple times. Hell, in this case, I liked it all the time when he used to get in trouble or he was always scared. Daddy, no! And I'm like, okay, that was funny. But David Henry has a family now too. Oh yeah, David Henry is a family man too as well. Like I said, I love David Henry. David Henry is always funny. You guys, Phil of the Future. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see a reboot of Phil of the Future from Disney Channel. Disney Channel has so many great shows. You had Phil of the Future. Life with Derek was creepy for me as a little kid in elementary school watching Life with Derek. Life with Derek was not even a USA show. It was actually made in Canada. And Life with Derek was very creepy to me. I'm not gonna lie. It was basically brother and sister argue all the time, and I think it had like a weird connection and shit. So Life with Derek, no, I couldn't fuck with that, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not a fan of Life with Derek. Good Luck Charlie with Bridget Midler, and on Good Luck Charlie, she did a really good job too as well. Corey got into the White House before Raven. That promised is. Oh yeah, that was crazy. Corey in that house. The show was actually in the White House. Corey actually went to school and blah blah blah, and they had a fake president of the United States. So every time he would turn around, he'd be say the president of the United States, and it's like as crazy as that shit was. Corey in the house was funny, but sometimes it wasn't funny. From time to time. And I think Disney Channel kind of looked at it was like, okay, this is okay, but it's not really funny like That's So Raven. Like That's So Raven was funny. I mean, literally, you could not tell me That's So Raven was funny. That's So Raven fell. Raven did stunts. Raven did everything. Carlton, Carrington, Caillou a little bit. Oh man, no, you didn't. No, gotta go with Caillou. I used to watch Caillou and Little Bill all the time. So which was so weird. I'm not gonna lie. I used to watch a show when I was a little kid. I used to watch a show called Caillou, and the boy was he was bald headed. And he had a big old bald head, and he would cry all the time, and I would be like, what is this show really about? But Little Bill, I'm not gonna lie, Little Bill was actually good too. I love Little Bill. I used to watch Little Bill used to come on around 8 or 9 o'clock on Nickelodeon. I think you would like Raven's Home. D Money, I watched Raven's Home, but I really couldn't get into it. I really could. I mean, yeah, Raven and Chelsea, they got kids in the show, blah blah blah. Um, it is. D Money. I'm gonna be honest, but I just couldn't get into it. I mean, if I was gonna watch Raven, I could have just watched That So Raven. No offense, because I mean, Raven's Home. I didn't really kind of understand Raven's Home. I mean, yeah, it was like Caillou was the GOAT. Oh yeah, Caillou was the GOAT, but Caillou cried too damn much. He did. Caillou cried way too damn much. Lil Bill was just funny. Lil Bill used to have like a hat on all the time. He used to make jokes. It just used to be funny. His brothers, it was just a funny little cartoon. I used to love it all the time. But yeah, D Money, I just couldn't get into Raven's Home. I really couldn't. Caillou was good, but Arthur was cooking like fire. The cooking like fire. The Rock. Oh yeah, Arthur was a really good show. Arthur was really good. Hell, Arthur used to come on damn near around 3 or 4 o'clock on PBS Kids up here in Montgomery, Alabama. So if you was a little kid and you were living up here in Montgomery in the early 2000s and you was in elementary school, or if you went in elementary school around that time, or if you was out of school, Arthur came on at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the evening in Montgomery, Alabama. PBS Kids, APT, Alabama Public Television, or the public television broadcast, came on and you sat your ass right there and you watch Arthur and you sung the song too as well. So not gonna lie, Arthur, yeah, that was the shit. It really was. I used to like all of Arthur's characters and friends too as well. For me, getting out of school back in elementary school in the early 2000s, I was a huge Cartoon Network fan. I loved Cartoon Network. I love my Disney Channel and my Nickelodeon, but it was something about Cartoon Network. I had to watch my Cartoon Network. I had to watch my Ed, Edd n Eddy. I had to watch my Billy and Mandy. Powerpuff Girls came on too as well. I had to watch my Cartoon Network. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ed, Edd n Eddy was the shit. Ed, and Eddy, I used to sit there and just watch Ed, Edd n Eddy the whole entire time because they did scams. It was jawbreakers, and it was some about them weird ass Kanker sisters I didn't understand. Raven's Home is Raven still trying to reach her fashion design dreams like she was working to do in the original show while trying to balance life as a single mother with a twin boy. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's how weird how weird that was. See, in That's So Raven, she wanted to be a whole fashion designer and work for Donna Cabana or whatever. And when you and I watched Raven's Home a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie, it was a couple of times I was kind of like, this shit is trash. I'm gonna be honest. This shit is trash. But I didn't really kind of trash the show like that. It was okay. But Raven's Home, like I said, if I wanted to watch Raven, I could just sit here and watch That's So Raven on demand or whatever, and then boom, pick whatever every episode it was. I mean, hell, because hell, That's So Raven had Raven Simone. You had Chelsea. You had Eddie Orlando Brown, Forever Orlando Brown. Uh, what about Kipper the dog? Oh yeah, Kipper the dog. Oh yeah, most definitely. Little Bill and Fat Albert movie was my shows until finding out Cosby did them. And it's like, of course Bill Cosby created Little Bill and Fat Albert. Of course. What you didn't what you really thought that Bill Cosby wasn't the creator of Little Bill and Fat Albert? Of course, yeah. It was basically right there in the same boat because it showed so many ways. I liked it Franklin. I actually liked it Franklin on Nick Jr. Nick Jr. had some really good shows, and Franklin was one of them. I love Franklin. Isn't that Nettie or Rocket Power? If I wanted a really good laugh, Ed and Nettie all day, every day, because Ed and Nettie made me laugh. It'll probably be boring episodes of Ed and Nettie, but then it'll be some funny episodes of Ed and Nettie. I'll just sit here and laugh. Because I mean it's Ed and Nettie. And in this case, why would you not want to laugh at Ed, Eddie, and also Double D too as well? No offense. Rocket Power, like I said, Rocket Power was good too. I love Rocket Power. But if I wanted a good laugh, Ed and Nettie all day, every day. Gotta go with it. Now Forrest growing up in the world and seeing like teen shows. Beyonce remixed Franklin's song on Texas Hold'em. I know, please don't remind me. Please don't remind me. It sounded so weird too. It really did. Now Forrest growing up, I liked it. Smart Guy. If anybody remembers Smart Guy, T and Tamira's little brother, Taj. Smart Guy, Boy Meets World. Gotta go with what else? Isn't that Nettie or Codename Kids Next Door? We all wanted to be number 4. Uh, Hell, no offense. I feel like number 4 every day. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do. Isn't that Nettie or Codename Kids Next Door? I'm gonna be honest with you. Gotta go. That's a hard one. I'm not gonna lie because Codename Kids Next Door was the shit. It was. Behind Ed, Ed and Eddie, Codename Kids Next Door was the shit because they were kicking butt. They were like another version of Powerpuff Girls, but in this case, they were a whole bunch of, they were just some kids basically fighting adults, beating up adults or whatever. And Powerpuff Girls were beating up monsters or people, or you had the mayor, we're Powerpuff Girls, and you know, you hear the mayor and all that other bullshit. Number 5 was the true leader. Number 5 was played by Cree of if you guys watch It's a Different World, it was played by a woman by the name of Cree, who also went by it too as well on Codename Kids Next Door. Like I said, you guys could not miss her at all. She played on Different World, and she went by Cree. So if you guys watched It's a Different World, like I said, it's that's the person. The one that played number 5 actually kind of plays as both. Homie from Smart Guy was also Wade and Kim Possible. Oh yeah, of course, Taj Mowry was also the voice of Wade and Kim Possible. Yes, he was. As crazy as it was, you would have never thought that that Taj Mowry was Wade and Kim Possible, but yeah, it was. Wilfredo, who played Eric of Boy Meets World, was Ron Stoppable. Kim Possible was played as Christy Carson Romano, Ren, aka off Even Stevens, which she is so attractive to this day. She never changed either. She's just getting older, but she still looks good. Christy Carson Romano played as Kim Possible. You guys know her as Ren Stevens off of Even Stevens. Played as Kim Possible. Cree Summer was in Different World and the voice of Susie from Rugrats and All Grown Up. Yes, Cree Summer was definitely the Cree Summer from Different World was number 5. She was the voice of Susie from Rugrats and All Grown Up. So yeah, so many in so many ways. The person that played Bubbles off of the person that played Bubbles off Powerpuff Girls is the voice of Timmy Turner. So if you guys did not know that, the woman that plays Bubbles of Powerpuff Girls is also the voice of Timmy Turner too as well. Ren Stevens got a podcast now. Yes, she does. And Ren Stevens is one of those people. Christy Carlson Romano is one of those people that are still, she doesn't really need to be relevant. She's literally, her whole resume says it all. Like literally, Christy Carlson Romano aka Ren Stevens, is literally still out there in the world. Even though she's not on any acting shows or nothing like that, she's got a whole podcast. She is still, she doesn't really need out here to be relevant for real. She's still relevant to this day. And actually still cool to this day. Literally. Her and Chelsea, by the way. Her and Chelsea be talking on the podcast. And it's so crazy to hear that Chelsea really played a huge role too as well in Disney Channel in sort of Disney Channel scandals too as well. But yeah, it's so many stuff. So many people that played characters. Taj Mowry played as Wade, played Wade in Kim Possible. So many people played as in different shows. Cree Summer was also Foxy Love from Drawn Together. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Regina King in this case. Everybody has watched Boondocks. And if you don't know what Boondocks is, I advise you to look it up. It comes on Adult Swim. And it was a show. It was basically an African-American show. But it was one of them shows where you had to watch because it was a really good show. Everybody loved Boondocks. Chelsea exposing a lot of Disney drama. She was on Raven's Home. Yes, she was, and she was fired. So Chelsea from That So Raven was on that spinoff of Raven's Home, but she was fired by Disney Channel because Disney Channel felt like that they did not want her anymore. So they fired her, which was so crazy. Like, how do you fire one of the OG cast members from That So Raven? Like, no, you can't do that. That's not cool. But anyway, yeah, so in so many ways, there's so many people that played in so many different shows or whatever. Boy Meets World had a lot of issues that I never thought I would actually see. But anyway, let me go back to Boondocks. If you have not watched Boondocks, and if you don't know what Adult Swim is Cartoon Network After Dark. In this case, you should know. Boondocks, Regina Hall, I'm sorry, Regina King played Huey and Riley. And if you don't know who Huey and Riley is off Boondocks, then I advise you to watch Boondocks. Literally. Regina King is a legend. Boondocks was way ahead of his time. Rest in peace, granddad. Of course, Pops. Everybody know who Pops is from Friday to next Friday, Friday after next. And if you don't know who that is, you are missing out because Pops from everybody knows who John, who basically who he is. We don't have to say his name. Let's just know that he is Pops. Friday after next, and next Friday, you should know who he is, aka John Witherspoon. I had a grandpa's name, John too. I miss him. John Witherspoon is forever the GOAT because, yeah, boy, that's all you heard every time. And if you ain't watched the Wayne brothers, he was on there too as well. If you ain't watched one single movie with John Witherspoon in it, you need to watch it. You need to. I knew him best on the Wayne Bros. Oh, of course. Everybody knew him best from Friday and the Wayne Bros. Because hell, you had the Wayne Bros with "We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're color. Do 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 do. Give me a high five," and then everybody get punched. So it's like, yeah, if you did not watch Wayne Brothers, if you did not watch Friday, and if you damn sure didn't watch any other thing with him in it, bang 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 bang. That's right. That is basically "Long Live John Witherspoon," man. Bang 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 bang, because that's all he said every time. John Witherspoon was funny on Black Cheese. Oh yeah. Man, D Money, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I saw a lot of people watch that show, but it took me a while to watch that show for real. I'm not gonna lie. All right, it took me a while to watch Black Jesus. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, John Witherspoon, like I said, if you don't know who John Witherspoon is, you need to really open your eyes and look at comedy. In this case, if you don't know who Bernie Mac is, Richard Pryor, Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, anything else like that, or if you just new to this era, I advise you to sit down and watch some comedy shows. If you damn sure don't know who Bernie Mac is, who you with? Dollar Bill, Players Club, no offense. You need to kind of open your eyes and start getting and start watching some shit. Because you don't know what Players Club is, you don't know who Bernie Mac is, something's absolutely wrong. The Boondocks creators made Black Jesus. Yeah, I know. I did hear about that too as well. The creators of Boondocks created the TV show Black Jesus. I did hear about that, which was so crazy because I also remember when I was in high school that I remember back in 2013, 2014. I remember I heard that Boondocks was supposed to be Martin and Gina was basically Oscar and Trudy Proud, just with kids. And that's what I'm saying. Um, if you ain't never watched Martin, you need to watch Martin. You ain't never watched the Bernie Mac show, you need to watch it. If you never seen Bernie Mac in no movies like Soul Man, Players Club, Yes Man, anything else like that. If you don't know who Bernie Mac is in general, you need to watch a comedy special with Bernie Mac in it. Martin Lawrence, Martin Lawrence was basically, if you don't know who Martin Lawrence is, watch the show Martin. Literally, that's all I got to tell you. Because, and you're actually right. It was actually, the weird part about it is when you guys watch the Proud Family, when you kind of see it, Martin and Gina was basically, Martin was kind of brown skinned, dark skinned guy. Gina was this high yellow woman. And you watch the Proud Family, Trudy is high yellow, and then you got Oscar Proud, who is played by Tommy Davidson Jr. in this case. Martin created that Fetty Wap Get to the Yam song. That's what I'm saying. In so many ways. But you have to tell certain people in this generation, like, hey, if you never watched Players Club or any hood movie in this case, you need to sit down and watch it. No offense. If you ain't never seen Menace to Society, you ain't never seen Players Club, any Friday movie or whatever, I advise you to literally sit down, grab some popcorn, eat some pizza, whatever. Sit down and watch the show. Everybody know about Players Club. Everybody know about Dollar Bill. And it's like, I'm Dollar Bill, Chi-Town. And it's like, yeah, we know about Chi-Town. We know about Dollar Bill. Ain't nobody afraid of nothing. Not dead. Ain't afraid of nothing. But yeah, in this case, that's basically kind of how it is. But yeah, if you ain't never seen any of that before, you need to sit down and just kind of watch it. You do. I feel like Pam got her breakout role as Rochelle on Everybody Hate Chris. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tanisha, Pam on Everybody Hate Chris acted more. She got that role way better than anything. When Gina played, when Gina played on My Wife and Kids, it's like, what about Wild Hogs? Oh yeah, I love the movie Wild Hogs. Tex, yeah, man. I love the movie Wild Hogs. Yeah, I love that too. Hey, did y'all watch that new trailer of the Bad Boy trailer that just about to come out? They got a brand new Bad Boys getting ready to come out too as well. I can't wait to see it. The trailer was funny as hell. It was real funny. Y'all got to watch that trailer. If you ain't watched that new trailer of Bad Boys yet, I advise y'all to watch it. It's on Facebook right now too as well. They just dropped it yesterday. Sorry, going into like Tuesday. I'm sorry, not like yesterday now, but you guys know what I meant. It is 101 in Alabama. But yeah, Wild Hogs. Yeah, I love Wild Hogs, Tex. I really do. I love Wild Hogs. That movie was good. But yeah, we keep telling people, man, if you've never watched any movie with Martin Lawrence in it, Bernie Mac, no offense, if nobody in this world do not know who Bernie Mac is, you need to sit down and watch a movie with Bernie Mac in it. You do. My Wife and Kids, I was like, Gina changed her name to Jay. Yes, she did. Gina played more as a wife than she did on Martin, which is so crazy. Her and Damon Wayans were married on the show on My Wife and Kids, and she acted more than a wife than she did on My Wife and Kids than on Martin, which is true. No offense. And Pam actually acted like a mother on Everybody Hates Chris. Jay was a little more chill than Gina. That's what I'm saying. Jay was a little bit more. When you look at Gina's character on My Wife and Kids, she was way more chiller than she was Gina on Martin. Because when she was Gina on Martin, she was everywhere, literally losing her mind. And then you got Pam, who was a little more out there on Everybody Hate Chris and was not afraid to swing a belt. She acted more like a parent than anything, which she is a parent in real life, but she acted way more of a parent on Everybody Hate Chris than she did on anything on Martin, because hell, she really wasn't with nobody. She was actually celibate. That's what she said, celibate on Martin. But man, it's like, if you look at it, so many roles have been reversed. Excuse me. But yeah, Jay was way more chiller than Gina on My Wife and Kids. Yes, it was. The girl Katie, the little girl named Katie who played Katie on My Wife and Kids, she was actually down here in Montgomery, Alabama. So if you guys don't remember the show College Hill or whatever, if you guys don't remember that played on BET, they normally make up reboots and all that for real. The little girl that played the girl that played Katie of My Wife and Kids, she was actually up here in Montgomery, or whatever, while filming College Hill up here at Alabama State. It just hurts to hear that Tisha Campbell was in a horrible relationship with her partner outside the show. Yeah, that was very weird in this case. Which is, I'm kind of happy that Gina and Martin are actually back on speaking terms, even though what happened back in the 90s or whatever. I understand, hey, Martin had a really huge obsession with Gina on the set, that he wanted Gina, he had to have Gina and everything. And at the time being, you guys know that Gina was actually married to Dwayne in this case. But it was so weird to hear that, yeah, she had like a weird relationship with him. Really did. No, I'm gonna tell you, the weirdest relationship is Will and Jada. That's the weirdest. That's the weirdest relationship of them all. Between Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, that's the weirdest relationship of them all. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't never seen nothing like Will and Jada before. Never have. And actually, I still say to this day that if Tupac never passed away, it wouldn't be Will and Jada. It would be Will. It would be Jada and Tupac, because they were so close to each other. Especially if you watch It's a Different World. That's all she talked about all the time. Just saying. Yeah, Gina wanted scenes where Martin wasn't present. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, that last, if a lot of people don't remember that last season of Martin, you kind of saw that it got to a point where Gina was like, I don't want no scene. I don't want to be in no scenes with Martin. I want to be away from Martin. That's the reason he was canceled, and that's the reason he had that season finale show, because he was doing too much and he was acting crazy. And Fox, at the time being, Martin was actually on Fox back in 1996. He was on Fox programming, and Fox ended up telling him like, no, we gotta let you go because you doing too much. And that's the reason they had that last episode of him writing on the wall or whatever, which was so sad in this case because I really did wanted Martin to keep going all the way until 1997. When I was born in 1997, I really thought I was going to be able to watch Martin in 1997 or whatever, but normally I just had to watch old school classic of it for real. But yeah, between Martin and Gina, I really actually wish they would have kind of got back on. They're back on speaking terms now, but back in the 90s, they were not on speaking terms. They were not in on good terms at all. J. Cole said he want that Jada and that Will love. Kendrick need to call him out on that. Look, man, I ain't really got no words on that on J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. I love both of them, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Kendrick Lamar music. I love J. Cole music. I love, like I said, both of them. Them probably two of my favorite. I can listen to them all day, every day. I'm gonna be honest with you. J. Cole got some music in there that make you want to bob your head and kind of make you just want to smoke one for real. Kendrick, he got that music too as well that makes you kind of look at life very different for real. He does. And that's why they so unique. That's why they so different or whatever. But I know. Yeah, J. Cole made that reference. Like, yeah, he want that Jada and Will love. You don't want that Jada and Will love. Martin was going through a lot of mentally from time to time after Martin was over. Yeah, he was, because Martin was going through a lot. Martin was actually, I remember one time they said Martin was running through the streets of New York yelling something and jumping on people's cars or whatever. And I remember it got back with the Fox network, and that's the reason they canceled his show. It was so crazy because Martin Lawrence was talented as hell. You can't go wrong with Shanae, Otis the security man. I mean, literally, Jerome in the house. Look at the white shoes. Look at the white shoes. Jerome in the house. Like, literally, you can't go wrong with that. Martin had so many alter ego characters that it was so good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jamie Foxx had his alter egos too as well, and Steve Urkel, Jaleel White had his alter egos, but they would never touch Shanae, because when Martin made that, it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. It was weird, but I mean, Martin used to go into so many ways, like Roscoe, Otis, the security officer, Jerome, um, Mama Payne, all of them. Martin had so many gimmicks that he was able to do both of them, whatever. Jamie Foxx had his gimmicks. Jaleel White had his gimmicks. Hey, going into Murder Urkel. And no offense, if nobody didn't notice, some of the people at Family Matters didn't even like him even dressing up as a woman, as turning himself into Murder Urkel for real. I actually heard about that. The lady, you guys know, the OG Harriet, the one that played Sugar Mama, Joanne. She actually said in an interview that, yes, she did not like Jaleel White playing as Murder Urkel, dressing up as a woman. She felt like it was offensive. Really was. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't understand the Murder Urkel gimmick. I really didn't, because I was like, you could have just kept the Stefan Urkel part and Steve part, just like that. R.I.P. Myra. Myra was literally one of the realest persons on Family Matters. She loved the hell out of Steve Urkel. No offense. Eddie Murphy had his gimmick. Of course, Eddie Murphy had his gimmicks. Of course. Hell, Nutty Professor, hell, he had all his gimmicks. Respucia, in this case, Norbit, hell, Mr. Wong, hell, no offense. Eddie Murphy had so many gimmicks that, hell, you couldn't even, you couldn't, hell. It was so many of them, especially on Saturday Night Live. No offense, if nobody's never seen an Eddie Murphy skit at all on Saturday Night Live, or of him dressing up as somebody funny or whatever, uh, you got to tune in and watch it. No offense, Eddie Murphy is one of those guys that forever is a true legend. Long live Charlie Murphy. I miss Charlie Murphy every time. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I watch Players Club and I see him blow up that place or whatever, I always think about, damn, if only that dude was still here to this day and still probably still making movies with his brother, or probably still being around his brother. So I'm not gonna lie. Charlie Murphy, I miss Charlie Murphy. I do. That was one guy that was supposed to still be here to this day. OG Harriet and OG Aunt Viv got let go from their shows for saying how they felt. That's what I'm saying. But Will Smith had a problem with the OG Harriet. I never understood that. Will Smith said he did not like the OG Harriet, which I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong with that Harriet. When they put a new Harriet on there and she was light skinned, I was like, that's not Harriet. And like I said, in this case, and I'm sorry, I mixed it up. OG Aunt Viv in this case. Aunt Viv, basically, the first one, she was cool. That was the OG one. Now, the OG Harriet, when Family Matters went into the 1998, 1999 season, I wasn't feeling it at all. Because I felt like, why the hell did it take Laura to fall in love with Steve so late in the season? That was like literally right after Myra passed away, if you guys did not know. R.I.P. Charlie Murphy too, another comedy legend. That's what I'm saying. You cannot go wrong with Charlie Murphy at all. I mean, literally, Charlie Murphy. My favorite scene from Charlie Murphy is watching him blow up Players Club with the with the rocket. Literally, you couldn't go wrong with that because St. Louis was like, do something to make me feel better. And when St. Louis said that, and when St. Louis said that, and Charlie Murphy got that thing out, and he shot it up or whatever. Yeah, it's like, do something to make me feel better. Yeah, Charlie Murphy will forever be that GOAT. Just saying. But yeah, like I said, it's so many shows, man, that so many people got let go, and I felt like they should have never been let go. Aunt Viv, she should have stayed throughout the whole season. The original Aunt Viv should have stayed throughout the whole season of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. No offense. Rest in peace, Myra. She loved Steve for who he was more than Laura did. That's what I'm saying. Myra loved Steve, whether he transformed into something or he turned into something. And Laura literally fell in love with Steve because Steve could turn himself into this another person that doesn't wear glasses, that don't talk like this and don't talk like that. It was a very smooth version of Steve Urkel. And it's like Laura liked it, Stefan. Yeah, Laura did like Stefan. She didn't really like Steve until she finally realized that I've been doing this guy for wrong. I've been doing this guy so wrong for so many years, and now they finally put them together. That's just like when Jamie and Fancy, when they finally put Jamie and Fancy, you guys, off the Jamie Foxx show, when they finally put Jamie and Fancy together, and it's like, why are we doing this so late? This was like we talking about 1999, 2000 season. It's like the final season of the Jamie Foxx show, and they finally put Fancy and Jamie together. And it's like, why are we waiting so late to put Fancy and Jamie together? Like, literally. That's just like with Laura and Steve. It's like right after Myra passed away, long live Myra. So sad that Myra passed away like that, for real. She was definitely one of the realest girlfriends on Family Matters that held Steve down. Loved him for him, literally. And his weird cocky inventions or whatever. I'm like, you still love him even though he blew this place up? I'm like, okay then. Hell, Steve Urkel blew up a whole damn science lab, and she still was down for him. I'm like, damn, that love right there. That's that love. But no, man, it's like, it's so many shows that I felt like, man, why we putting them together so late? And Jamie and Fancy was one of them, because it's like Fancy literally got mad every time Jamie was probably with another woman or talking about another woman, and Jamie would get jealous if he saw Fancy with another guy or Silas. No offense. No offense. Does anybody know what hospital Silas worked at? Because Silas used to say, honey, I got to go. That's surgery. I got to go do surgery. I'm like, there's not enough damn surgery in the world to keep leaving like that. But like I said, guys, we had some good times tonight. It has been fun. But I do have to get up in the morning because I have a work meeting in the morning for real. So I'm about to go ahead and get up off of here. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. We will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Like I said, Shane went live tonight. I went live tonight too as well. We will see you guys again tomorrow, and we'll lead back up until Friday. Be on the lookout for a brand new video because we got to see what's going to go down and what's going to happen on Friday Night SmackDown between that Rock and the Bloodline, Cody Rhodes. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that. And don't forget, August 6th and August 7th. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said August 6th, August 7th. I meant April 6th, April 7th. We are streaming WrestleMania 40 live. So if you can't make it, or if you're at work and you probably need to see what's going on, be on the lookout for that because we will be streaming that too as well. So make sure you guys, y'all be safe. Have a good night. Prayers to the people down in Baltimore. Please pray for them too as well. As you guys know, the bridge ended up collapsing yesterday morning. Or whatever. A lot of people are still missing. So please pray for the ones in Baltimore. And please, hopefully we can find them safe because like I said, that was a very scary scene. If you guys did not watch that video of the bridge collapsing in Baltimore, please, I advise you to watch it. It may be scary, it may be cringing, but like I said, please pray for the ones that they're still looking for because they're still looking for people right now that fell under in the bridge this morning. So please be on the lookout for them and please pray for Baltimore during this time because they need all our prayers. So make sure, hey, we pray for the ones that really need it. And like I said, keep yourself in prayers, keep yourself intact. And like I said, always remember, you are special, you are humble. And like I said, me and Shan, we love you guys so much. Thank you for being part of this channel. Thank you for being part of everything that we do. And we will see you guys again tomorrow. And also, we'll catch back up with you guys again on Friday. Good morning, good night from Montgomery, Alabama. It's 1:18. You guys have a good night. Peace.